Well, I live on an island far from the madding crowd. Yes, I live in Cyprus, a beautiful little island in the Mediterranean. What I like about Cyprus is that life is so laid back over here, easier, people are really friendly, and it's not too much hassle getting from one place to the other because it's small, and I like that. Now, the music. I write on the piano. I guess you can call it Arda music. And the production will turn my music into something else, of course. It can be from folk rock to reggae, depends on the production. It's the same when working with musicians. I mean, each musician will bring in something of their own and the end result will evolve. And I love that about the creation process. You could call our end result, the album, anything from folk rock to indie pop. Depends on you, the listener, down to taste, really. Okay, as a singer-songwriter, I like to keep things honest, real. I don't think art should be detached from everyday life. I mean, we all live in a home, a neighborhood, a town. Things happen, and we should let these things creep into our music. There's no need to block them out just to make our songs more mainstream or accessible. For example, I was deeply moved by the immigrants who left Syria and went to Lesbos Island, so I dedicated one of my videos, the one for Bad Things, to the immigrants. At the beginning, I just really wanted to get my songs out there and just play music non-professionally. So I went to London and started playing gigs there. I played many venues, Rock Garden, the Hope and Anchor, Comedy Pub, and it was a great experience, really just getting the buzz from the audience, being out there live and having a stranger come up to you and say, wow, I like that song, it touched me, it was good. And just was very encouraging for me. But back then, I really feel that I hadn't found my voice yet. I needed to spend time to figure out what it is that I want to be singing about, develop my own style. And when I finally felt ready, after a lot of exploration, I felt that, okay, I gotta do an album in a dignified way. I mean, this album is gonna stay forever, and me, at least looking back, I wanted to feel like, wow, I did something that represents me and I'm proud of, rather than, what was that, So it meant a lot to me to be ready before recording the album. Now, as for the recording process, it was really fun. I mean, I just loved the whole creation process. And we have great chemistry with the musicians, and everybody would just brainstorm, have a jamming session. It's amazing how you just tweak a little detail and suddenly the track sounds much better. So I learned a lot during the recording process. What else? Listen, there are so many aspects of songwriting still that I want to explore. I mean, recently I'm just experimenting a little bit with storytelling lyrics. I'm really into that at the moment. And it's great fun. I know I have a long way to go, but I'm enjoying it. My producer, of course. I mean, we've spent so many hours having a coffee, discussing my songs, brainstorming, figuring out how we can change little things here and there to make the song more effective, maybe rewriting a line or two. Yeah, he really helped me a lot, and would always come up with a CD of new songs that I can just listen to. Yeah, I mean, there is such a long list of artists, amazing artists. It's such a long list of names that have been doing amazing music over the years. I think what really drives me is when I listen to an amazing song and I think, wow, I could do that, and just to strive to be better and outdo myself. Minutes into Years is my debut album. I mean, I had recorded some demos back in London, did some recordings there, but this is my first proper album. Really excited about that. Now, as an album, I really wanted to keep the sound organic, you know, real music played by real musicians. So what we did, we emphasized more the dynamics of the songs, and we kept the electronic elements at a minimum. Now, as an album, you could say it's an eclectic album. I mean, there is coherence, but we've got different kind of songs there. Like we have folk rock, there's indie pop in there, blues, reggae, waltz, and even a progressive rock song, the last track on the album. Oh man, it's a lot of work. But we had an action plan. I mean, we knew we had to do videos, so we did some DIY videos. You may have noticed from YouTube that we're getting better at this. Each video is a bit better than the previous one. We had to, first of all, send the CD to all these radio stations, webzines, magazines, and make it interesting as a pack for whoever's receiving it. So we put a lot of thought into that. Next, we had to get a website for the band, get on Facebook, YouTube, SoundCloud, Bandcamp. So you can actually buy our CD, the physical album, on Bandcamp. And also we had to protect our songs, so we got them registered with Sound Exchange, and we picked TuneCore as a distributor to all the digital outlets. I have to say that, yeah, we are, as a band, we're a bit of analog buffs, you know, old school, but we are embracing technology because we gotta do this to get our music out there. And, you know, it can be a good thing, really can. I think it's just a matter of finding a balance, really, like most things in life. We're not really interested in compressed sounds. We feel that it just kills the dynamics of the music. But of course, we live in a world full of MP3s, and to get our music out there, we gotta, you know, go down that road. But actually, we do love vinyl, and at the moment, we have an Indiegogo campaign going on to release our album on vinyl, just 200 numbered copies, so it's going to be a very limited edition. So if anybody wants to visit our website on Indiegogo, we've got some pretty cool items there on offer. You know, there's just something different about the sound of vinyl. The smell, the way it looks. It just doesn't sound the same until the needle hits the groove. Okay, our website is ardaandthestolenmoon.com. On Facebook, it's /ardaandthestolenmoon, and you can search for us on SoundCloud, YouTube, Bandcamp. Thank you, Joshua, for giving us this opportunity. It's great for a new artist like me to get the chance to talk about her music. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I once read somewhere that music washes away from the soul the dust of everyday life. Couldn't agree more. Dear lover,